everyone, and welcome back to Picture This, the Best Picture Movie Review Show. It is the last show of the year, so let's make this weird and mean. I am the known Twitter and Letterboxd criminal. My name is Alex. With me is the person who, as recently as 2 nights ago, said, and I quote, "Fuck, it's a wonderful life," Jack Pinchuk.
That is completely out of context. Fuck you. And it was
also joining us was recently unanimously voted as the hunkiest boy by the exponent. It's Matthew Chen.
If you wanted this to be weird, I'm just going to refer to you as Daddy-O this whole show.
I don't like that. Alex Spence could not be here as they are driving over to get something off of a high shelf for me. And our usual fourth, the known Star Wars coward, Caleb Coho, is also not coming. So joining us instead as a special guest, he is allowed in Guam, but not any of the 50 continental United States, Cameron Holtzman.
I was in this show
once.
Yeah.
Many times.
Yeah.
I don't know. So yeah, good news, everybody. We watched another good movie. Great movie, some would say. Some would say. Although recently, before we went live, there were threats of there were threats of car bombings if we didn't mailbox and or car bombings if we didn't rate this movie appropriately. So all I can say is 613.
This will be your last show.
613. This will be my last show. I hope everyone has a Merry Christmas. I will be finishing that honey cake over there, and then this will be it. I will miss some of you, and some of you may even miss me. There's no real way to. I mean, we might as well just start with the bombings then. West Side Story, y'all have seen it. That racist fuck Spielberg did a remake of it recently, and some people liked that one. Although I can't say. Jack, hit us with that lowest rating.
All right. That lowest rating.
Oh, okay.
No. To be honest, I thought genuinely, am I going to be the villain this week? Because I don't think this is a bad movie. The thing that I have with this movie is that I found out that Tony just kind of is very boring to me. Tony is a very boring lead. I find him very milquetoast.
Almost like he's based on one of the worst famous fictional characters of all time.
For example,
fuck Romeo and Juliet.
Fuck Romeo and Juliet. Indeed. Everyone else was fine. Fine to very, very good. That is all I have to say about West Side Story for now.
All right. Spence and Coho couldn't be here. They have the same rating. I guess we'll go to me next because I also have the same rating. I think this movie's fantastic. Definitely one of my favorite movie musicals, though not my favorite, not even my favorite version of this story, but we'll get to that in like 50 or so weeks. I honestly don't even know. Not a bad
1961 to 2021. I know 60, you did like -4 or something, but this math is
-3. Excuse me. I was off by a decade. Leave me alone.
No.
I said 50 instead of 60. Leave me be.
Yes, anyway, that's 10 whole years. You're wrong.
Rare miss.
I said 50 or so. I wasn't trying to do math. I was just coming up with a number out of my ass. Anyway, we'll keep going. This movie is fantastic. Not a bad performance in the bunch, and honestly, one of the greatest Best Supporting Actress winners of all time, with Rita Moreno as Anita. I love Natalie Wood in this movie. I love George Chakiris, I believe his name is. I didn't have it in front of me. Riff is great. Tony, even boring character, but solid performance. Like, I've got nothing bad to say about the performances. It's more so issues with the film itself and when it was made and certain aspects of the film that haven't aged particularly well. But that's nitpicking at this point, because there's just so many great things in this film. So Cam, you love this movie a hell of a lot more than I do. We still have the same rating. Go ahead.
Yeah. I rewatched this last night. And like I had it at a 5 for a very long time. I think a large part of that was like a bit of nostalgia, and B, like I was in the stage musical and I loved being in that show. And rewatching it, like I still think it's phenomenal. It's an incredible movie, still in my top 100, although it did drop a little bit. My biggest thing is just like whenever I rewatch it, like the closer in proximity I am to the story, I remember how much it is Romeo and Juliet, and that I hate Romeo and Juliet stories. This is the best one. I would argue it's it's one of 2 good ones, the other one being Nomeo and Juliet. But and then I think also like having the remake, like I don't want to be like comparing the two, but there are things in the remake that I think are quite better than in this one, but there are things in this one that I think are also way better than in the remake. And so like they're basically even to me in a way, but I'll take this one over that one. But yeah, performances incredible, music incredible, all of the like costume design is beautiful. I still do really love this movie, but I would not call it perfect anymore, but that's not the fault of the movie. That's the fault of William Shakespeare, who, if you've ever seen a match where I talk about the posters on my wall, I have posters for multiple Shakespeare plays on my wall. I love Shakespeare. Romeo and Juliet is maybe the worst play I've ever read in my life.
Damn.
Okay. True.
With that, now we'll get to the highest rating. Cam's rating doesn't factor into the average rating, though.
The math will stay exactly
spoiler
the same.
alert, it wouldn't change it.
It doesn't change.
Matthew.
I think Cameron forgot about the best version of Romeo and Juliet called Little Italy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, this is just incredible. I just it's the cast is all really good. I love Rita Moreno. It's just like super energetic, and like the dance numbers are incredible. It's like the music is great as well. I think every song I think like is really memorable. There's maybe a few that like aren't the greatest songs, like we'll talk about that, but generally I think I really like all the songs. I think the score really enhances everything, and like I guess the use of color is just fantastic.
Yeah. Just to comment on Little Italy as a good example of a Romeo and Juliet movie.
That's a bad example.
Specifically for Alex and Spence and Matthew. But no. Oh, right. I'll get rid of that banner now. Yeah, with that, it's an average rating of 4.5 out of 5. This is a great movie. What do you want to do now? You want to jump into the standout performers, or you want to try to find someone for the Louis Jourdain?
Look, there's one answer for the stand-up performance in this movie, and if anyone says
I'm aware.
Yeah, I don't even think I sent one in for this week.
Did anyone send a name other than Rita Moreno?
All right, I'm back.
I think it is far and away Rita Moreno, but there are some other good performances.
Performances, but it's Rita Moreno.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I mean, I really like. I think second best for me is George Chakiris. I just really feel like he is, he's really good as Bernardo. For me personally, I feel like I haven't really cared about Bernardo or Riff as characters in the original, and the remake really made me care about them more. And then so rewatching this time, I feel like I was kind of wrong about that, but I still really like it. I mean, I think,
Bar is the interesting fact you're going to send us that some of the Puerto Ricans were played by white people, because I don't think I can take it.
Do we have to talk about that at some point? today? Do we have to talk about the?
We did. I just did. We can move
Okay.
on.
There's a show. There's a podcast within a podcast.
Oh, there is a podcast within a podcast.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, which we will address later on. But for now,
But I think we're all
let's,
pretty much in
let's pull up
agreement.
this
Bring
stand-up
up the
form.
list, Jack.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I have to clear my screen to do that. Give me a. I'll actually bring it on screen. Damn it. There we go. All right. What?
Nope.
Least side.
East Side
Oh,
Story.
shut up. Shut up and leave me alone. Where are we putting Rita Moreno?
Hi.
Hi.
Who do you have at number 1?
We have Shirley MacLaine as Fran Kubelik in The Apartment.
Okay, great. I would argue that Rita Moreno should be number 1.
I would go as
argue
high as
number 4.
I would go as high as above Charles Lawton in You
I'd-
on the Bounty.
Honestly, I would go number 1.
Ooh.
We are tied.
Yeah.
We have a tie here. That being said, Cam doesn't technically get a vote.
Oh
So-
wow, Jack is trying to steal this election.
Yeah,
everybody.
voter suppression over here.
Jack, you know what?
Oh,
gonna
I'm
storm your
sorry.
house on January 6th.
First, they came for the United States, and Canada said nothing.
Listen. That was the
And the
precedent. We
Canadians
have-
came for the Canadians. They had only themselves to blame. Oh, you know what? Barr is saying
Ooh,
Rita
Barr says
Moreno
number one
number 1.
Moreno.
However, it is important to know
Ooh.
that Andrew James Barr also does not get a vote.
Wow, more voter suppression.
Look, at least we're not like
No.
Spence. And
Andrew
say
James Barr
that-
has never
Spence,
once
if you
even
wanted to vote,
tried
you
to
should have
grace us
showed
with
up
his
to your own
presence.
show.
Pardon? Oh yeah, exactly. Okay.
I'll
So
take
with
4.
that,
So
I'll
congratulations to Rita Moreno getting a top 5 spot. Charles Lawton.
Considering that I have not seen All About Eve or the Lost Weekend and cannot reliably state whether or not it's better than that.
To be perfectly honest, those are performances that we could not stop talking about when we did watch them. So this is high honors for Rita Moreno.
Fair enough. I'll
Um,
say I made my watch list for your silly little film challenge thing.
yeah.
And both All About Eve and The Lost Weekend are on that list.
Nice.
You know what?
Silly little
That is
film
fair.
challenge. Why do you mean the View 52 film challenge, where
No.
myself, the most jack of all pinchucks, and Melissa Woody will be guiding ourselves mostly, and all of you, through a wonderful, wacky romp through movies pre-70s, including such films as the ones that we chose. If you mean that View 52 challenge coming to you in January, sometime at the later half of January, then yeah, I'm very excited for you to have those films that you said that I was.
I have
definitely-
realized I was wrong, and The Lost Weekend is actually not anywhere in this list, but I'm going to find a place to put it.
You should,
And
because
Billy
it is an
Wilder?
amazing film.
We have
I
a
put
Billy
Double
Wilder.
Indemnity on the Billy Wilder movie, though.
That's good too.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's
good too.
better.
That's true. That is a great movie.
I thought I had it somewhere. I'll figure it out. I thought I had it somewhere, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Do we feel a compelling need? Does anybody feel a compelling need to award a Louis Jourdain award this week? Do we have like a worst actor?
don't think we have a
Mhm.
worst performance in this
Like a
movie. Like
bad-
not
this
one
is
that
a
stands
bad
head
one.
and shoulders above everyone else as being bad. So like,
Yeah.
so yeah, no, I think
Have
this
we
is all
only
about
awarded
a
one Louis
solid
Jourdain award?
performance.
None of
We've
these are
only-
bad.
We have only awarded Louis Jourdain the Louis Jourdain Award for Gigi.
Yeah, fitting. That works, honestly.
Just wait
Weird.
until you get to Crash. I assume there will be one.
Oh,
Oh
we
yeah,
stand ready
I've
every week.
seen Crash, and I can tell you exactly.
I assume I'm sad, and I think Barr's gonna be on the show, and Barr's gonna fight you. But I assume you all are gonna revolt and give a Best Actor winner the Louis Jourdain Award in about 3 episodes. And I think Barr's gonna fight you.
I don't know if I will.
Well, I mean, to be fair, he shouldn't have won Best Actor. He's the worst Best Actor winner I've seen. I haven't seen Charlie.
Have you seen Milk?
No, I've seen Sean
Oh.
Penn's other Best Actor win, and that's far and away better than
Did you watch my favorite Best Actor winning performance, Charlie?
I just said I haven't seen Charlie.
Well, you should watch it and know that things can be worse.
Well, when I eventually see it, I will know that things can be worse. That being said, I haven't seen it yet. So what do you want from me? But yes, we will most likely be giving the Jourdain Award to a Best Actor winner in 3 episodes.
Or maybe we won't. We will treat that movie as fairly as we can muster.
Yes, I will go into it with as open a mind as I can. With that in mind, though,
fairly as though it were a lady, one might say.
All right, Spence isn't here, so I am going to take over the intro to this podcast from the podcast.
Huh.
Yeah.
Welcome to How Gay Was My Valley, the part of the show where we decide and then rank how gay really is the movie we watched this week. West Side Story has its moments. It
okay. Hang on.
And I don't just mean regular musical stuff.
Hang on, give me a minute.
I don't just mean regular movie like musical stuff where everyone's very flamboyant is our amazing dancers. That's just run of the mill stuff. There are some very specific moments in West Side Story that really do invite Dorothy to be a friend. Some might say. That reference is for like 3 of you, and I hope you're
all. I'm one of them.
all three of you are here. One's for y'all. Jack, do you have the thing that I'm waiting for you to pull up?
This?
So here's the thing, y'all. It's okay. So very early on, Tony and Riff have a meetup in literally a back alley. And Riff just like falls into having Tony be on top of him, and then he starts screaming "Uncle." Now I could just brush that off as innocent guys being dudes, but I don't wanna. It's not that part of the show. So I am gonna say that West Side Story's pretty good.
Now I don't disagree with you that there's a lot of people, but we do have to like average the rating by remembering that the entire central point of this is an incredibly standard, not particularly interesting because of the people in it, heterosexual romance.
This is true.
Yeah. It's about two straight people who are so in love because they look at a woman and look at a man that they're willing to die and murder.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm going to counter that and say that Tony, I believe, also sings a song about sitting down and finding a man. I can't remember what the context of that is, but that also definitely happens. So we are grading it on a scale, but it's on the deeper end of the scale.
It's definitely not the most heterosexual of films.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Tony kills a man because
something's coming, something good.
Hang on, I have to.
It's true. Tony buries a few inches within a man.
That's true.
Yeah.
And then gets
this
out
happens
of there
to be
quick.
Of cold hard steel.
Yeah.
Jeez, what is going on here? Okay, how gay is this movie? Let's rank
Gayer
it.
than An American in Paris. It's
for sure.
I think it's close with Hamlet, knowing what I know of how gay Hamlet is.
Pretty close with
unless that version shies away from the fact that Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are definitely having sex in the woods.
Are Rosen? I would even go. Let's see the top. Let's see the top.
I would go higher.
Yeah, let's see the top 5.
Is it better than the first? Is it not better? Is it more gay than the gay kiss?
Wow, are you saying that things are gay can't be better than things that are
shit!
Wow.
Is it more gay?
So we have to. Well, let's just do this. Is West Side Story gayer than Rebecca?
Ooh, actually, I don't know about that.
I have not seen Rebecca.
There is a moment in Rebecca where that puts it that is
a woman burns down the house for another for
Okay, there's 3 movies that I think we can determine a full section jump. Is the sum total of West Side Story gayer than the US military? Because then we can jump it straight over Bridge on the River Kwai and be done with it.
I would definitely, yeah,
Here's-
that's fair.
Here's the thing. I thought about this movie in the entire context of, is this gayer than Grand Hotel?
Mhm.
And I don't think that it is. Just on the count of the fact that Grand Hotel had gay incest with the Barrymores.
Sorry, what?
So I think actually West Side Story is number 2.
I think that's fair. Tony and Riff, it's really hard to deny.
And even Riff and Bernardo, they
Even Riff
really,
and Bernardo,
really
yeah.
want each
I'm
other.
sorry. What the fuck were they doing in 1932?
I think they really do want each other.
Look. There are vibes going between the Barrymores in that movie, and it is uncomfortable.
They're so close in that movie. They're so uncomfortably
It
close.
is wild.
Just
Okay,
very-
so
Can we move on, please?
yeah, so
West Side Story taking the number 2 spot, cozying up to a fan favorite, and still reigning How Gay Was My Valley champion, Grand Hotel. Congratulations to West Side Story on a top 5 spot.
I feel like Grand Hotel is gonna hold that spot until y'all cover Moonlight,
Maybe not even then.
Moonlight might not even be there.
and then
There we go.
Matthew.
Asian.
God. Hello, everyone, and welcome to $1 Million Racist, where we decide and then rank just how racist each of the Best Picture winners are. Today, we're talking about West Side Story. It's pretty racist. In the words of that one guy from SNL, it's pretty racist, Colin. It's pretty racist. I mean, that's kind of one of the central conceits of the story is these two people of particulars don't like each other. Jack, bring up
but
the
I
list.
would argue that the characters may be racist, but the
That's true.
central plot of the movie is
It's
that
bad.
it's a romance despite that.
That's true.
But they're played by white people, so yeah.
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 The main thing is the brown
Brown
face.
face.
Brown face.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Which
that's-
Good
has
news, it
really-
represents Puerto Rican culture. The bad
Even
news is
Rito
it represents
Moreno
Puerto Rican
had
culture
to
by having
darken
them
her
played by
skin.
white people.
Like,
Yeah.
all right. Where are we ranking this?
I think it has to be lower than Cimarron.
Does it?
Yes.
Does it? Because here's
Yeah.
the thing. I think this should maybe be like number 1.
no, brown face. But like the
The
story
whole
itself,
central
Are you saying
story-
that brown face is
Like,
not as bad as blackface? Hang on.
I hate that my position has to be like defending this movie within this conversation. As much as yes, there is that which is very bad. The plot-wise parts of the movie are not racist, could arguably be anti-racist because it is about finding
This is
love
true.
regardless of those things.
this is true.
So
Going against that, and in the end the murder of a white man resolves this conflict, and they have
true.
solved racism.
so
And if that's not
Yeah.
anti-racist, I
So,
don't know what.
I think I'm gonna
That's the thing. They kill more white people in this movie.
Jack,
than
can you-
they
can
do
you
Puerto
bring-
Ricans?
Can you bring down the list for 1 second, Jack? I just want a very clear position on something.
Okay,
Can you bring
yeah,
down the
yeah.
list for 1 second? It is the position of this show that if you want to solve racism, you should not just start murdering white guys. That's not what we're saying. We're
As a
saying
white
in West
guy, I
Side Story.
disagree.
We're saying that in West Side Story specifically, that's what solved it. It's a musical, it's a film.
Okay,
Do not
but I would
start
argue that the
butchering
world
white
is
guys.
kind of bad, and that if you murdered me, it would probably be better. And I'm a white man, so therefore,
50 states do agree with what Holtzman just said, but Guam is like, wait,
Yep.
no. He's actually a decent singer. Don't kill Holtzman. All right, we can bring the list back up.
so
I'm
are we
just saying,
going sick?
this movie
'Cause I
kills
kinda-
more white
I
people than
think Gone with
non-white
the Wind is
people.
more
That's
racist.
pretty good for the 60s.
That's true. Gone with the
Yeah.
Wind also kills a white little girl. So there's that. I'm willing to go
Because
below
at
Cimarron.
least 2 grown-ass white men.
Yeah, we
I
can
think
definitely go.
below Cimarron is probably fine. It's a top 5 spot. We're all happy.
Okay.
I would even go below Gone with the Wind.
I also would.
That's what I was saying, but it's too late now.
No,
it
it's
isn't,
not.
though.
You can just click the
It
edit
isn't, though.
button and
What do you
edit.
mean it's too late?
Isn't,
What do you mean
though?
it's too
We
late?
haven't
If you
even
think about
finished.
it, it isn't.
Because
It's not
I
that you're
already
getting
switched my
these
position
rankings
with
tattooed
Alex.
on your skin.
Oh, okay. Well,
Jack, put it below Gone with the Wind. You can do it. You have the
we
power.
can. None of us can. I mean, I have entry,
Quote
but I
new
don't
fandom
use it.
film Transformers the movie. You've got the touch. You've got the power. Prepare to hear me hating that song for the rest of my career in fandom. I hate the touch by Stan Bush.
This segment doesn't end until I say Asian.
Great.
White guy.
Brown face is bad. All right. What's left? People that regularly do the show.
Let me
Alex.
Oh, that's right, me. Highway to the danger zone. Hey, everybody. Welcome to whatever the song from Top Gun Maverick was. I can never remember the title.
Hold my hand.
Sure. This is the part of the show where we do a quick check-in with everybody. Is the film that we watched this week better than Top Gun Maverick?
Yeah.
And this is the first week where you've seen the movie.
That's true. Every other week I've been bullshitting. I've been bullshitting all of you. I've just been voting arbitrarily based on what everyone else says, and sometimes just the complete opposite because I'm an asshole about things like
Based
that.
on chaos.
Yeah, just chaos crew things. But this week I can tell you that Top Gun Maverick, I saw it, and you know what? It's fine. It's pretty good. It'll happen.
Thank you.
So I will say that, folks, is West Side Story better than Top Gun Maverick?
Yes.
Yes.
Matt?
Yes.
Great. Good. Jack, bring up the list.
No, that's not how this works.
Yeah, it is.
Well, you can put it above.
Put it above
Yeah.
Top Gun Maverick.
Let me find the list. It's been
And
forever
that
since I.
no is sincere. I truly, truly wish that you find a bomb underneath your car.
Same. Same. Not you find a bomb in your car. Me find a bomb under my car.
Spence, I hope that every single future season of Survivor ends the way this one does, just to hurt you.
Yeah, I agree. You got Gabe.
Okay, there we go. It is above Top Gun Maverick.
For the record, I also don't think West Side Story is better than Top Gun Maverick. I like Top Gun Maverick more. Cool. You know, we did the ratings for it already. Why didn't we rank it on our list?
Well,
already?
because that's how we end the segment of the show with
Who says? Did Coho tell you that?
us
That coward
every week. That's how
That changes
we
his
end
Empire
the-
Strikes
that's
Back
how-
rating.
That's how we end from talking about the best picture winners
Known
to talking
Star
about
Wars
extra credit
coward.
films.
Caleb T. Coho. Fine, you control the show, Jack. What's next, Jack?
Fine, let's do the winners.
Okay, great.
Because there's nothing else to do.
All right, let's rank where West Side Story goes on this list. It's actually pretty high, I'm guessing. As soon as
Oh,
Jack
yeah,
can
where-
find it.
Hang on. Where is my phone? It's right in front of my face. Let me just quickly.
If you're wondering,
see where-
4.5 would go somewhere between a 4 and a 5.
Yep, that's true.
Oh, shut up! That's not
Here's
what
the
I was
thing.
talking.
Here's the thing. We have rated movies outside of that pattern. We have.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
rated
cool. 1.
up. We have definitely
Well,
done that.
I'm trying to think.
Let me quickly edit my best picture list. But
So I
I'll
like
put-
it more than The Last Weekend, but I like it less than All About Eve.
I like it more than Casablanca, and that's where I'm going to start.
Then, Matthew, make yourself double unhappy and put it right between the two.
I'll put it at number 2. Let's go.
How about number 1?
I can't put it
No,
above that.
my vote is for number 5.
Okay, let's
I'll take my
compromise
vote to
all
2
of
to give
them.
Matthew support and try to lock it at a better position. 2.
Let's compromise and say above Casablanca.
We can definitely put it above Casablanca. Yeah.
I disagree with that, but I will compromise.
Well, it's still majority.
Yeah, no shit.
You definitely have it.
With that in mind,
I'll take it.
West Side Story takes a top 5 spot. Congrats to West Side Story, though I am told many of the people that were in it are now dead. It's real shame.
Rita
It's a
Moreno.
real shame.
Rita
It's a
Moreno's
real-
One of
still
them at
alive.
the hands of Caleb Boatman.
Natalie Wood though. Boatman.
I don't know why. I don't know why I said
If you've never read my review of the original Miracle on 34th Street, please do.
that. Oh no, Bar. We've lost Bar. I famously don't make my bed in the morning. That's true. What's left? What even is left? We did the actors. We did the thing.
I know what's left.
Extra credit.
Oh yeah, I'll take that down now.
Anybody do any extra credit?
I am
Yes.
halfway through.
I watched a movie from 1961 recently enough that I feel like I can count it.
Tell us about it.
I watched The Hustler for the first time.
You know what? Fuck it.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll
that's
give
true.
you The Hustler.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Coco
was it?
also watched it. And he gave it
I
the
watched
same
The
rating.
Hustler because someone gave it to me for Secret Santa. Which it's nice that some people in this group are willing to participate in it, and others participated in it twice and never watched the movie I gave them either year. But you know, that's neither here nor there. Yeah, I thought The Hustler was really good. It's like a sports adjacent movie, which is something that I always assume I'm never going to enjoy because I am not a sports type person. If you couldn't tell by the fact that I came on as a special guest for An American in Paris and then West Side Story. But no, I think it's good. I think Paul Newman is fantastic in it. I think that Jackie Gleason gives a really, really good supporting performance. I think just overall, it's a very tightly written script. I think the ending is very, very well done. Yeah, overall, just a really solid movie. Merry Christmas to the closest thing that the Kingsman has to a jock.
Correct. With that in mind, Cam, I'll just scroll through the list. I'm not gonna go through with the movie. Where does it get placed? I'll go closer to the top. And how many of these have you seen?
Okay, well, I just watched Gaslight today, and I think Gaslight is better, but I think it's better than High Noon, so I would put it somewhere between 20 and 24.
All right.
I
I'll
assume
take
that I would like Anatomy of a Murder more. Put The Hustler at 24 now. Put it one spot above High Noon.
Perfect. That looks good to me. Awesome. Save that. Now let's see what else was nominated. Fanny, Guns of Navarone, and The Judgment Nuremberg. Did anyone watch the two others I said that weren't Judgment Nuremberg? Cool. All right. I watched Judgment Nuremberg for this. And holy shit, what a great movie. I genuinely don't have I'm not sure what I can say about this movie because I literally just finished watching it before we went live. Still have to organize my thoughts, but Spencer Tracy's incredible in this movie. Marlene Dietrich is great in her role. Kramer's direction is fantastic. I think Stanley Kramer, honestly, I don't know. It's so close between him and Robbins and Wise for me, but I might still lean Robbins and Wise. It's close though. Judy Garland shows up for a handful of scenes and gives an Oscar-worthy performance. Like literally, if it hadn't been Rita Moreno that year, obviously Rita Moreno deserved to win. But if Judy Garland had walked away with the Oscar, I wouldn't be upset. She's incredible in Judgment Nuremberg. But Spencer Tracy nominated for Best Actor, didn't win, lost to Maximilian Schell, who is fantastic in this movie as the lawyer defending the German judges. I can't recommend this movie enough. It's one that I can absolutely see myself revisiting after a little bit of time. It's time apart from it, because holy shit, is that movie hard to watch at points. Definitely worth your time. 3 hours. It honestly could have been longer, and I wouldn't have complained. I don't think there's a moment wasted in that movie. I will bring up the list if I can find Judgment at Nuremberg. There it is. There's the list. I honestly think that this deserves to be very, very high on this list. So let me just go.
You're the only person to.
While this is happening, I just
won't
thought of something that's completely related, and I should have asked this question a while ago. But like, by the time this show is over, Top Gun Maverick is not going to be relevant anymore, I would think. So, like, are you going to change what movie you compare it to, or are you just going to have a really outdated seeming segment?
I mean,
you know what? That's something that Coho never thought of.
Do you start afresh in 2023 and have the new segment? Is it better than Avatar: The Way of Water?
Maybe something like that. We could definitely do something like that. I mean, we'll have to find a better movie than Way of Water, but I mean,
I think
Avatar: The Way of Water is a masterpiece. It's about whales in space. It's like the Fantasia 2000 of Avatar.
So is that one Star Trek movie.
It's like Star Trek.
Okay. I think I have to put it.
Wow, better than Spellbound. That's crazy.
Whoa, Jack, you're crazy.
That really does like Spellbound.
I'm halfway through Judgment at Nuremberg, but I haven't finished it yet.
It's on my list for the View 52 something or fuck.
Starring myself, Jack Pinchuk, and Melissa Woody. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna put Judgment at Nuremberg.
One guess what thing I picked it for.
What was the movie again? Hang on.
God damn it, Jack. God damn it, Jack.
Oh, Spellbound, right?
Oh my god. Grow a pair of ears.
Look, it's been a day for me, okay? Wait, hang on. Yeah, okay.
I also was wrong.
Judgment at Nuremberg. Yes.
I thought there was a Stanley Kramer week on your thing, but there wasn't. So it's actually very difficult to guess why I'm watching Judgment at Nuremberg for your list.
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank.
It is in my original adapted screenplay double feature with Splendor in the Grass.
Okay.
Fair enough. That's fair. What did I pick for that one, actually?
I'm looking at this challenge and looking at how you misspelled Audrey in Audrey Hepburn.
Shut up.
Oh, did he? I didn't even know. What number is Audrey? Oh, yeah.
Look,
to be
autocorrect didn't pick it up, so I didn't notice it.
As well as Marilyn Monroe.
We did catch those.
Autocorrect didn't pick it up, so I didn't notice it. I'm sorry.
Green Hepburn. Just
otherwise known as Lesser Hepburn.
I disagree, but you know what? Fair.
With that, I don't know if we have anything else to do, so let's go to coming soon.
Can we talk about how the children's hour got no picture?
You know what? The children's hour
in 1961, they didn't nominate a movie about
that's crazy
full-on lesbians. Shocking.
That's crazy.
You know what? Yeah.
We had a new segment called How Progressive Was My Valley, where we just evaluate the classes of every year and see how progressive as a whole they are.
And how Shirley MacLaine didn't get a nomination.
Well, Shirley MacLaine
was very good.
Be happy on the show.
Yeah,
As-
Shirley
as we have-
MacLaine is fantastic in The Children's Hour and deserved a nomination, and so did Audrey Hepburn.
Having
I've
only
got-
seen 5 movies from 1961, I do agree. Hey,
I'm
it's nowhere near the worst or most offensive Audrey Hepburn movie of that year.
Wait, what else did she have that year?
You say we've got nothing in common, no common thing to rely on, and we're falling apart. And I said, what about Breakfast at Tiffany's?
It's not Tiffany's.
I didn't know that was this year.
Yeah,
Oh,
she has a
wow.
cat whose name is Cat. Give it a screenplay Oscar. Wasn't
Oh.
Breakfast at Tiffany's written by Truman Capote?
What?
Yes.
I'm not crazy. If Bar's still in the chat, because I'm too lazy to look it up, Breakfast at Tiffany's was written by
I'm
Truman.
looking it up
At least
right
Pretty
now.
sure that's
Or at least
true.
the book was.
I'm almost confident that's right.
I think the book was for sure. I don't know if he did the screenplay.
Also, if Bar is still in the chat, unsubscribe, you coward.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, Bar's probably gone because he unsubscribed.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
It's fine.
Okay,
Also,
now we
shout
can
out
get
to you
to
guys
the
for
coming
putting a
soon
film
section.
featuring Veronica Lake, even though I already watched I Married a Witch, and so then I had to be like, ah, shit.
well, you know
You can
what?
watch Sullivan's
Some
Travels.
people haven't seen I Married a Witch.
Sullivan's
That's the
Travels.
whole
That's what I
To
picked
get
because it's the
everyone.
only one.
Great movie.
So we are going to be off for the next the rest of the month, but we're going to be back in at least some full force. I mean, at least one of us will die over the holiday statistically.
I vote Jack.
Maybe. We'll be back in January with Lawrence of Arabia, the 1962 epic about dudes playing in the sand, I guess. After that, Jack, what's
Well, hang on. 1 sec. Lawrence of Arabia, the movies that it beat that year: To Kill a Mockingbird, The Music Man, The Longest Day, and the Mutiny on the Bounty remake. So there's that for
Yeah.
extra credit.
dudes playing in the sand?
Yep.
Year after that,
We have Tom Jones.
I don't know what Tom Jones is.
What's new, pussycat?
Okay. Beating America, Cleopatra, How the West Was Won, and Lilies of the Field. And I will try to watch Cleopatra if I can.
Lilies of the Field is a very, very movie.
Ooh, that is
And
not a
then-
stifling endorsement.
Oh, boy.
It certainly is the first movie that won a black man the best lead actor Oscar, and of all the movies for and all the performances for it to be, the fact that it's that one is something.
And then let's do one more. What's one
All
more?
right,
year?
yeah. And then after that, later, we've got My Fair Lady, which gives Lawrence of Arabia a run for its money when I say most overrated Best Picture winner.
It's the second best Best Picture nominee of the year.
And that beat Beckett, Doctor Strangelove, Mary Poppins, and Zobra the Greek. Okay.
Yeah, second best.
Man, you guys don't have to watch the Othello movie that came out that year for extra credit. Where 1 year after Sidney Poitier became the first black man to win an Oscar for Best Actor, Laurence Olivier was nominated for playing Othello.
Oh no.
I did an
Oh,
entire
no.
project about this in high school.
Oh no. What the hell?
Well,
Okay then.
you're right. We won't be watching that unless someone
Yeah.
does it for their View 52 challenge coming in next year. I don't know why they
If
would.
it's too challenge, just be as racist as possible.
That could be that. You know what? That's a strong category for the year after. Most racist movie you could think of. Go.
Yeah.
For example, and just a sneak peek for V52, the very first movie that Jack chose for the what's the category?
Didn't know about
Hey buddy,
this.
hey buddy. What was the very first category?
A movie nominated at the first Academy Awards.
Now, when you think of movies nominated at the very first Academy Awards and most racist as possible, what do you really think about?
Listen to me.
Oh,
I
he picked the
didn't-
jazz singer, didn't
He
he?
picked the jazz singer.
Oh,
Listen
So-
to
did you know
me.
there's a remake
I
of
know
that movie
nothing
starring
about
Neil
that movie.
Diamond?
I
Yeah.
had only heard that it was one of the first talkies, and
Did you see
I
the
wanted
poster
to
for
watch
it?
it because of that. I saw the two
Did-
Best Picture winners that
did you
year.
see the
Yes,
poster
too.
for it?
Sunrise counts. So I'm like, hey, people
Did
have,
you
have
on
talked a lot
Letterboxd
about the
when you were
jazz
putting
singer.
your list together? See the poster.
You mean? Wait, what?
But did you know that in 1980 they remade that movie starring Neil Diamond, still with the blackface part?
You
I
know
did
what
not
you
know
could
that.
watch? You could watch Seventh
Okay.
Heaven with Janet Gaynor.
I
Okay,
will
you
be
know what? I
watching.
might change it to that.
Sunrise.
This is
Uh,
the poster that it comes with on Letterboxd, I believe. Hang on, let me dim the brightness.
That's it. Really, really give us the glare.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then you have the wrong poster up because my poster is like that. It's like
It's
Up.
very prominent.
it is someone's face, not their natural color.
Yes, I see.
Oh,
Yeah.
No one. Sorry, I was looking up more information about the Neil Diamond remake of The Jazz Singer, and sure enough, it also stars our favorite Othello, Laurence Olivier.
Oh,
no,
no.
take it away, Matthew.
Oh, this one.
Lawrence Olivier, please stop doing this.
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna
showing
change
this
to Seventh Heaven, and
That's actually a really
that's
nice
gonna be that.
poster. That's actually a really
Yeah.
nice poster.
I'm gonna watch Wings because I haven't seen
Yeah.
it.
Wings
Honestly,
is quite a good movie. I think we underrated it actually. Now that I
Yeah.
think about it.
We might have underrated it, so I'm excited to rewatch it.
Shout out to Wings.
I put a
Um,
lot of Best Picture winners in there when I could, and then I messaged the two of you and specifically went, "Fuck you! I'm not putting more than one movie in the Italian language on my list."
Why?
Because I've already seen one of the two Federico Fellini movies that's worth watching.
You should watch.
And I didn't like it.
You should watch Realm Open City.
Rome
Yeah, it's
Open,
gonna be a
sorry,
weird
Rome
week
Open
if none
City
of us
is
like
also on my
That's-
list, so I do have
that's
two
what's in there.
Italian movies.
Is
I
it
didn't
is
put
it for
either of them
Roberto
for my
Rossellini that you
Italian
picked
movie.
Rome Open City?
What?
Is it
For
for
Rossellini?
Roberto Rossellini that you picked Rome Open City?
No, I picked it for a movie that will make me feel joy inside. What do you think I picked it for, Jack?
Well, I don't know. Okay.
Also, it was very hard to find lists of movies that have no score.
Yeah. I found one called Mogambo, which has Clark Gable in it. So
I'm just
I've
gonna
got
watch
no-
The Birds because the internet told me The Birds doesn't have a score.
It doesn't, and that's a good movie. So
Yeah.
go ahead.
I hate
Good choice.
birds, so it's gonna traumatize the shit out of me.
Hell
I'm scared
yeah.
of
That's what movies are supposed to do, right?
Nope.
Not when
Says
they're
the
about birds.
Says the person who has seen Requiem for a Dream 6 times. 7 times? I don't
Is there a
even know.
bird thing in Requiem for a Dream? Anyway, thanks for spending the majority of this year tolerating us as we as we stumble our way through all of these Best Picture winners, many of which we liked, several of which we absolutely did not. Yep, those are posters for West Side
I
Story.
appreciate that we like all chose the same custom poster for West Side Story.
It's the best one. It's the best one. We'll be back next year unless we decide to end the show over
Yeah.
the new year, during which point
Which we
Please do.
because we're getting too deep at this point. So-
we really want to thank our 30 subscribers and
Honestly, I'm impressed that we got to 30. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie.
Yeah, crazy.
1,000 views in however many videos we got.
34.
Let's get out of here for the last time. Let's go to the end of the show. Jack, hit the button.
I do wish we could chat longer, but I'm having an old friend for dinner. Bye.
Cut, print, hated it. Ooh, this show.